Доброго дня. До слова запрошується речник адміністрації президента.
Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is given to the Speaker of the Presidential Administration on ATO issues, Colonel Lysenko. Hello, dear colleagues. Here are what happened in the area of the anti-terrorist operations in the east of Ukraine. In Luhansk sector, there were no enemy provocation. And in Donetsk sector, the most complicated situation was near Donetsk airport, in particular close to Avdiivka, Piske and Opetne. They are using the forbidden by Minsk agreement calibers of 82 and 220 millimeters armed equipment, AA mounts, grenade launchers and firearms. Also the sniper was working there. 4 mines were shot out of 120 millimeter caliber launcher mortar, and they shelled the Kamyanka village. Another complicated situation was fixed close to Horlivka. The enemies were using the 82 and 120 caliber mortars, grenade launchers and firearms. And to the west of Horlivka, they were using grenade launcher close to Kirovka. Another sniper was working close to Novhorodske and in Luhansk village at this Svetlodarsk curve, the gunmen were using the high caliber machine guns and firearms. In Mariupolsky sector, the concentration was fixed, and from Dokuchaevsk, the illegal armed groups were shelling the ATO with mortars. They were shelling the sites, our sites in Berezove and Novotroitske, and they were also using 122 millimeters calibers close to Mykolaiivka. Close to Sakhanty, there were shelling with mortars of different calibers, firearms and grenade launchers. The situation close to Mariinka and Krasnohorivka were also complicated. The mortars were used, firearms were also used, and the sniper was working. And according to Ukrainian intelligence, in ATO territory, the drones launched from the Russian Federation territories were fixed, and 2 more were fixed in Donetsk sector. The gunmen are preventing the activities of the international observers. The commanders of the so-called motor rifle brigade number 7 from the Baltseve banned the access of the international OSCE group of observers to the strong points, and it is a severe violation of the Minsk agreements. And no Ukrainian servicemen were killed during the last 24 hours. However, 7 were injured. The enemy lost 3 persons as killed and 5 more as injured. All of them are from the 9th Regiment from Novoazovsk and 3rd and 7th Brigade located in Horlivka and Baltseve. And according to our intelligence, on the 3rd of June, the 2 gunmen, members of the so-called 2nd Separate Motor Rifle Brigade, escaped the front lines. They were holding their weapons. One of them, named Yevhen Antipov, was detained at the Russian-Ukrainian border at the place non-controlled by Ukraine, and the fact of the escape was hidden. The Russian military, the Russian officers, the head of the personnel department and the head of the security service were reprimanded officially. Close to Iverske in Alexandrivsky region in Donetsk regiment, the Ukrainian policemen detained the gunman. This person is in 2014 came to the escaped to the occupied territories in order to not to join the army, and then he was robbing the flats and was violent. And during his apartment premises was searched, and 2 guns, explosives, and the cartridges were confiscated. Another armament hideaway was found in Novoselivka in Luhansk area. It had plastide, 2 grenades, and anti-infantry mine. And Ukrainian army continues its military exercises, and the Navy frontline were exercising the defense against terrorist operations, and the special armaments also were trained in shooting and also the in-city operations. So if you do you have any questions? If no, thank you and goodbye.